All right, we are live for the Spin and Backfist MMA show, Tuesday, November 11th. It is Robbie Fox, Big Ev, and Jack Mack, as always, here to talk UFC, fights, MMA, all news, little betting preview. We'll get into all of it, but we've got a sponsor to remind everyone about right off the top. That is one of our favorites, Game Time. We love Game Time. NFL is in full swing. Tailgates, pack stands, the buzz before kickoff, but getting in, sometimes it's a nightmare. The queues, the price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there, drink in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps, and it's incredibly easy to use. The Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price, and fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. That's the best part. You pull up Game Time right now. Obviously, they're advertising NFL, Packers at Giants. $144 can get you into MetLife, but you could also get tickets to UFC 322 this weekend on Game Time. Broadway, comedy, any kind of show, Game Time will have you covered. They probably the On Ice shows, Disney On Ice.
Yeah, we're about to get into that holiday season.
Exactly. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BACKFIST for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BACKFIST, BACKFIST for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Hear the sirens. They're like, we got to arrest you over that great deal.
Yeah, Islam and Habib and DC were training together last night, right down the street, actually,
yep,
at
like
Henzo Gracie in the infamous blue, our basement blue mat. Habib was training with DC, and on top of him, and Islam said, like, "Oh, call the police." It's one of his new bits. Like, he keeps saying, "Call the police." Did you? And John Pork is.
I was gonna say John Pork is his new bit. He loves that.
Did you see the clip of John Pork meeting Donald Trump?
Oh,
it's shout out Mitt Romney for sending me this.
When did this happen? How long ago could this have been?
It was because they've been walking around. It was like today.
Oh,
or like yesterday.
Islam met with Trump today?
No, you'll see. It was like an impersonator.
Gotcha. He's just stunned at this guy taking off the Trump mask. Yeah, Islam constantly being like, "Don't call this guy John Pork. He don't like." So funny.
But I think Islam likes that everyone calls him.
Oh, he loves it.
Absolutely.
The only thing is, like, obviously, like, pork is haram in Islam, but I wonder, like, I don't think, like, it's so funny to think, like, Shevchenko, I guess he can embrace it, but there is an aspect where it's like, just embrace it. Like, you're like the biggest meme in that movie.
John Pork, dude.
I guess, like, Islam was saying, he walks down the street and people say John Pork, John Pork. Like, I'll be honest,
funny thing to get called.
If Shevchenko walked through, like, the concourse of MSG on Saturday night, I think people would be
100%.
John Pork, John Pork, not Shevchenko.
I mean, it's also like, obviously what you're saying, it is like a bubble, such a, like a little echo chamber. When we go to fights, people are like, "Oh, the spinning backfist guys," or whatever. We're talking about a guy that Islam-Makhachev's putting in all his videos. It would be 24. So he wouldn't be able to make it through the concourse.
And he keeps wearing the Dana White contender.
Yeah, he loves that merch.
He loves that merch.
Really funny. What else coming off this week of just news in general? Obviously, the training videos have been coming out. People have been loving the JDM interview.
Yeah, that was
a lot
great.
of positive feedback on that one.
Really
People
good.
thought we loosened him up, made him comfortable, and he was laughing a lot.
He was awesome. He gave us a lot. That Kevin Holland story was hilarious.
Very funny.
He's been awesome. It was so funny. He rolled with 20 dudes deep.
Yeah.
And
did we tell you that?
How many guys? You said it coming in. You said they sent the list that he was coming with a squad.
It was the biggest squad we've ever had a fighter come in with, and they were like the most hilarious. Like, we called them pirates because they came in and they were just like cleared out the fridge of Stella Blue coffee.
That's funny.
They were like, you guys aren't going to have anything left for this office once you're done with the interview.
They're like, "You have snacks?" We were like, "We have some snacks." They're like, "Show us the snack room." I was like, "I don't want to make you guys too excited. It's not a room. It's, two little cabinets." And they raided that thing when they got in there.
If they came on a good day, they could clear that thing.
We do have
a lot over there.
From time to time.
When it's loaded, there's a lot of snacks.
And it was loaded on Friday morning.
Thank God.
And they loved the snacks, but JDM was great.
Great guy.
I guess it makes sense if you're a guy from like across the world, like you're here for your big title first first fight as the champ. You're here. Like it's not one of those where a guy comes in, the whole crew's coming everywhere.
Yeah. And he said it's like a good excuse for people to see New York.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
good
you're tourist
coming to New location. York. Yeah.
It's a big moment. MSG makes sense. Bringing the whole team over, bring maybe the family over, whoever, friends.
Exactly. So check out that interview if you haven't already. It's on the Spin and Backfist channels, wherever you watch the show. We've got it up there. And then there's been a lot of just like, I guess, fallout still from the Bulgarian stuff. We had Chael on Helwani yesterday talking about it. They had some good conversations on the whole thing, I thought. Chael is just always captivating to listen to about anything, pretty much. Chael might run for governor. Did you guys watch that clip?
Yeah.
He's been talking about it for a long time, the governor stuff, but he was saying, like, yeah, I should know within, like, weeks or days even whether or not I'm brought over to Paramount. And if I'm not brought over to Paramount, I'm running for governor this year.
Wow.
I feel like they'll bring
or this cycle, whatever that.
I would think they will bring
too.
In the Paramount. He's just. How could you not want Chael on your mic in some capacity?
I also maybe
like he's just so
crazy.
entertaining.
Like, I guess when you do changes like this, sometimes they do change up the broadcast teams. I don't see any reason why you would change up the broadcast.
He's also someone too, which this actually coincided with him running for governor too. Is like he's also just been very like clean cut. As much as he like talks shit, he doesn't curse. He doesn't.
True.
Like he's very buttoned up in his way he's carrying
yeah.
himself. Like he's obviously made like he's been very good at like talking trash without talking shit.
Yeah. Did you hear why he said he thinks Colby Covington's going into politics?
No.
It was a funny story. He was talking about, remember they did that like John Jones, Nate Diaz, like Ultimate Fighter thing in Thailand.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Russians.
Yeah.
There was a brawl or whatever. That's
said where the Hasbullah and John Jones clips came from.
Yes.
They were very weird.
So Chael said to Helwani yesterday that was offered to a couple people first. He said it was either going to be like Masvidal versus Colby, or it was going to be Chael versus Anderson, and like Jorge and Colby were going to be part of it or something. And he said Colby was like, hey, I can't do it with all that stuff that's been going on with Russia and Ukraine. I don't think it's the time for me to do this right now. And Chael told Helwani, he was like, it was at that moment that I knew he was interested in politics. He was seeing the bigger picture here. I was like, what? Like everything about that story was funny to me, where it was like Colby said he couldn't do a show in Thailand because it featured Russians while there was a Russia-Ukraine war. Like what?
I would love to. Yeah, that'd be like saying I can't fight Islam this weekend because of the Russian-Ukraine war. Like what?
So him saying I can't do that, Chael was like, I think he was like, I think he sees the bigger picture. I think he's looking at things much more clearly than most of us, and he might be going into politics.
Also, he was talking about apparently they have a group chat.
They do the
of the bad
guys.
It's him, it's Chael, Colby, and who else is it?
Oban Elliott.
And they said they want to add in the interview. He said like I want Hogan.
He said like he was,
and Hogan said he would be like he'd be on it, like he'd be glad to be a part of it.
And Helwani was funny. He was like, do like Oban Elliott and Colby get along? And Chael was like, I make them get along. He was like, I put them in the group chat, and they have to be in the group chat with me.
What do they talk about?
Promos? Like, are they giving Hokit like promo advice? Like,
they probably don't talk about really anything.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Good stuff this weekend. American flag emoji.
When they fight,
Are they talking like politics?
Maybe.
I mean, Oban Elliott's not even American.
Yeah,
he's Welsh.
But is he a big Trump guy?
He's the Welsh gangster.
I don't
think you think anyone from the UK is a big Trump guy. Then just like sure, like
I don't know.
I don't know. I doubt they're like super like.
There are some guys.
I'd imagine they all would say they like him because they all know Dana likes him. So they're like, or whatever,
But a lot of Jack's point, like, what do they talk about in the group chat? Like, what's the one thing I know Colby and Chael have in common? Politics, Trump, maybe memes. Do they send each other funny like libs crying memes?
Isn't Colby from Oregon?
He is. Yeah.
So like from the Pacific Northwest.
So they talk about local stuff
and wrestling. Both wrestlers, college wrestlers.
They both went to Oregon. They both went to Oregon State, right?
Yeah. So I guess both and obviously both kind of made their names off of promos and coming really close to what, like obviously Chael was closer, but to winning championship level fights. But yeah, it'd be interesting. Maybe Chael just likes to chop it up in there. Like it's not really that deep.
Oh, he strikes me as the kind of guy who likes just throwing a text in like a grenade and just being like, every now and then I'll just spike up that group chat.
Yeah,
Probably once a month he texts.
I would really love to know how often there's text in there. Is it an every day or like once in a while?
I can't imagine it's that.
I can't
often.
imagine.
I wouldn't think.
Often, yeah.
Like our group chat is like we'll talk here and there, but it's not like we're texting all the time.
No,
it's only news and like maybe something about the.
And
podcast.
our group chat makes a lot more sense than that group chat.
That's a good point.
You know?
we operate.
We operate together weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't live in the same state.
Yeah, in country.
To my knowledge.
Is Oban Elliott living in America?
I don't know where he lives. I mean, I know Kobe lives in Florida. I don't know even know where Shale lives.
Yeah.
I didn't
Where
even
does
realize
Shale live?
Oban Elliott was regarded as that controversial as a guy.
I don't think it's controversial.
I think it's because he uses the Welsh game.
Yeah, he early on took some of Chael's like monikers, and I think Chael appreciated it.
There we go.
Now I want to
like
have a
he's Welsh
conversation
gangster, I
about
think
that
all
too.
kinda.
Want to have a conversation about that because Josh Hokett is doing a little more than just taking like. I'm okay with when people are like they pay tribute to the bad guy. They fucking hit a quote here and there. He's just repeating his entire promos word for word.
He kind of put in his own little spin in it. No, or did he actually go verbatim?
It was very close to verbatim.
Hokett's tough because Hokett to me, like, it's funny because when he talked on Chael's show or on Ariel's show, that was the most tolerable I've been of him.
Yeah.
But on the Contender Series, I thought it was so cringy that actually the God's honest truth is after he knocked him out, I turned it off for a second. And it was because it's college football. I'm like, I was in the cave, so I was watching on my phone. He knocked him out. I just kind of like turned it off, went back on my day and was like waiting for the next fight. And then my other boy texted me, who I talk with fights with all the time, was like, he was like, oh, like great call out by Hokett. I actually like that call out.
Yeah. What did he call out?
And I actually, I guessed that he called it Walker.
That's a good.
I said to him, I was like, he called out Walter Walker.
Yeah. He did the stupid Brazilian thing.
He did.
Yeah.
He did the US.
But I didn't mind him on the clips I saw from Ariel's show. I didn't like hate him as much. I didn't think he was annoying as much.
He had one clip where I was like, oh, Ariel was like, is there any line you wouldn't cross? Did you see that one? Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, I don't want to talk about the like Israel-Palestine stuff. And Ariel was kind of like, I don't even know how you would. Like,
why would you
why would that ever come up? It was such a weird response by him. He's like, yeah, I just don't think I would talk about that. He's like, well, yeah, obviously. Like, we were talking like, would you talk about a fighter's family?
Oh, so you just fight like an Israeli guy.
Yeah.
So like a Palestinian guy.
It was crazy clip.
Yeah, I don't think there's any Israeli heavyweights.
No, there's like Natan
Are there
Levy.
any Palestinian ones either? I don't think so right now.
No, but like I guess you could, probably the closest was Hamdi. Egypt's right there.
Yeah.
Let's tell everyone about another sponsor real quick. We're going to talk about Netflix here because this Monday night you witnessed the end of an era. John Cena takes the center stage for his final ever appearance on Monday Night Raw. He's got 3 appearances left. The final Monday Night Raw featuring John Cena. One unforgettable farewell at the Garden. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be welling up like a little boy, I'm sure, feeling like I'm back in the crowd watching Cena WrestleMania 20 at the Garden.
So MSG is going UFC 322.
Exactly.
Rangers game on Sunday. And then John Cena's farewell.
The farewell.
Wow.
Monday Night Raw, November 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, only on Netflix. Be there for the moment everyone will be talking about. Last night was John Cena's final appearance in Boston. Very emotional entrance. People were going nuts for the GOAT. He won the Intercontinental Championship, the only title that has ever evaded him in his WWE career. So now he's a Grand Slam champion. We'll see. Maybe he'll defend it next week. Maybe he'll cut a sick promo. Maybe he'll eviscerate someone on the mic. Who knows? You got to watch.
What is the wrestling feeling right now of him ever coming back?
Cena, I think very low. I think of the wrestlers that have retired and swore they were going to actually retire, I think Cena's up there with the people that we actually believe because he's so successful outside of wrestling. There's really no reason he ever has to come back.
Yeah. I guess The Rock is my only example.
The Rock, but even he never retired.
Got it.
He always left it vague and was like, yeah, I might be back one day.
Got it.
I could see Cena. I mean, you know wrestling better than me, obviously, but I feel like just the way they do these crazy WrestleManias and always want to bring someone big back for those. Like, I feel like he's the guy that every year they're going to be calling back, being like, "Hey,
they probably will
come out for one." You know what I mean?
The thing is, he keeps
like once
swearing,
a year.
He's like, I'm not going to be that guy. You're not going to see me anymore. Blah blah blah.
Like in 5 years.
That's what I mean. He's telling his personal friends in WWE that too. He's like, I swear, I'm gone. I don't know how much that has to do with Vince too. He is still has such a close relationship with Vince that I think maybe part of him is like, my guy's not there anymore or something. But why wouldn't you come back every fucking couple years?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hit your move, and like The Rock does, like Stone Cold does. Like,
that's my point.
Like,
a
weird thing.
The one that it's WrestleMania, right? It's like the biggest one. Like in like 5 years, he comes out. It's like
you don't even have to have a match.
You
come out, hit your move, and that's
what I'm saying. Like they pay him a disgusting amount of money for one day.
So we'll see. But for now, last time you're ever going to see him on Monday Night Raw, Netflix this Monday, November 17th. Any other news-wise things you want to talk about? I mean, the fights this weekend, obviously a slightly controversial main event. The stoppage, little controversial. I was okay with it.
It was fine. It was fine.
There was the moment where his head snapped back. He had his hands down. Now, by the time strikes would have maybe made it to him, hands were back up.
He recovered really well, but he was out.
Yeah, he was out. And
eyes were in the back of his head.
Yeah.
I think the most
his arm was also literally at his side like this. Like that's not someone who's like he was out.
And maybe would have recovered. I think the most likely scenario is a ground and pound finish 15 seconds later.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You know, did you guys notice who wasn't there this weekend?
No.
Herzog had 0.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Fight. We'll see this weekend. It's only one weekend. Maybe it was a scheduled off. Interesting timing, though.
That is interesting timing.
He did send that message to.
Is that the real Herzog? Because it's
that account.
It's linked through his Instagram. People always bring that up. The account says crazy shit. I've always thought it was a parody.
It was linked through his Instagram. I almost feel like it has to be him.
I kind of do too, unless it was like he linked it through it. Here's the one scenario I could see. Linked it through his Instagram, deleted Twitter. Someone started a Twitter with the same handle.
Maybe.
I had a friend who did that and got a WWE wrestler in big trouble back in the day.
Okay, so maybe it's possible, I guess. Possible.
My friend took this wrestler, Alex Riley, who was in NXT. Then he got upgraded to the main roster. His NXT handle was still the one that was on WWE's website. So he just started a Twitter with that handle and tweeted like at a female wrestler, like, how did I taste last night? And then he followed it up with a tweet that said, how do I delete a tweet? And people still bring that up to this day. 15 years, 10 years later, the Alex Riley, how do I delete a tweet?
But it wasn't him.
It wasn't. People still think it was.
He got in trouble?
I think maybe.
That is not me.
Yeah, that's
for someone who's gotten in trouble for tweets, like
I don't know.
You or it's not.
I don't know if he got in trouble with WWE. But he like
publicly,
people were like trying to like. I just Google Eve. You remember Eve?
Yeah,
actually married to Henry Gracie.
Eve Marie, like the redhead girl?
No, that was Eva Marie.
Oh, okay.
Eve, different girl. Yeah, here it is. How do I delete a tweet? Yeah. Oh, the tweet was. I don't even think I should read the actual tweet.
Yeah, but it's old school Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah. Alex NXT. Hey, thanks. Oh, he said, "Hey, thanks for taking it like a champ tonight."
That's one of those. Oh my
God. It was crazy.
Your friend.
It wasn't me. It was my friend. It's not like I'm telling this like, asking for a friend. It really was someone, not me. But yeah, crazy. That was back in 2014.
Else this past week.
I feel like
the card. I feel like we did 2 slow cards. It's kind of this slow burn to this, and just immaculate.
Yeah,
it might have been an immaculate main card.
Did you see Yuri said he shadow boxed
for that was so funny.
Hours straight.
The way you tweeted it too, with the lit by candlelight. Yeah.
It's one of those like the sport is better for Yuri Prosk having be a part of it.
100%.
Yeah. He was crafted in a lab for this sport.
He's literally like when you go to like a fighting game, like character selection screen, and everyone has like a crazy different look and personality. Like he's the ultimate, and he's an enigma.
Oh, I just see him. I just picture him with like, I wish he still had the fucking,
he had that too.
The War Samurai, the thing. And then I just picture him like shirtless and like parachute pants.
Always
just like just in like perfect posture. Just doing like roundhouse kicks and shit. And just crazy like.
If you had no idea what like UFC was about or anything, just knew that it was UFC, like you've seen highlights, you would imagine every fighter was like Yuri Prochazka.
Yes.
He is the peak.
Yeah.
He is like, he's more than an enigma.
Here's a question.
He's a superhero.
How much about pop culture do you think a guy like that knows?
Zero.
Tate McRae, never heard of
nothing, right? No.
Oh,
you think he knows who JD Vance is?
No.
I think he knows Trump. No. That's it.
Yeah, he might know.
If you're in the UFC, you probably have to know Trump at this point. He's been at so many events.
Yeah.
No, I bet I would bet he has no clue who JD Vance
Will Trump be there this weekend?
I was thinking about that. He got booed at the Commanders one. At the
so Commanders, you think he wants a rebound?
He wants a rebound.
He needs to be amongst his people.
Rebound.
No, he needs to be amongst his people. He knows he's never getting booed in a UFC.
Ngannou said the UFC needs him for White House.
That was so weird.
I would like at a certain
you're
point,
the PFL, you're like, all right, get the fuck off our payroll.
At a certain point, we have to talk about like all of it. I guess he got paid, but he's like he fought once for PFL. He's not really doing anything for PFL Africa. He said that he was going to do
one of the more like afterthought fights ever. Yeah,
and I understand
it wasn't really buzz leading up to it.
Yeah, I mean, you can say like, listen, you can say like he got the boxing money. You got your 2 boxing matches. Good for you.
Yeah.
Like, so fumbled the bag. Maybe like he didn't fumble the bag per se, but I still would argue
fumbled PFL's bag.
I would maybe argue that long term he could have fumbled his bag though, even though he got those big paydays from boxing.
Yes.
Because it's like on record that he was going to get like 15 mil for the Jones fight.
Yeah.
And if he had beaten John Jones, and at that time, I think it was possible.
Oh, yeah, he could knock anyone out.
Like if he had knocked out John Jones, like he would have been the biggest fucking thing. He would have been the heavyweight. He would have been the heavyweight.
And he could have fought Fury after it.
That's what I'm saying. Like all these, I guess
Dana would have helped him.
Well, I guess he couldn't have, because the reason he was able to box is because he didn't sign the new contract and he waited it out. So I don't realistically think he could have done that.
But you don't think if he would have knocked John Jones out in the first round, that Dana would have been like, all right, let's talk and maybe try to co-promote.
I kind of don't, but maybe I'm having trouble envisioning it because it's hard to like. And if he knocked out John Jones, his star would have went tenfold. So maybe in my head I'm like kind of giving it the credit on one side and not on the other side for the boxing part of it. But I just feel like there were so many more fights still at heavyweight at that time. And like the reason there's less is because he left.
Yeah.
And then Jones left. So they're like ruined these fights that could have happened where you could have had like then he fights in Aspinall. Or at that time, Aspinall hadn't even made like his big run yet. He was still like injured when that happened. But I don't know. I just think when I think about it, like if he made 15 mil for that fight and won it, especially if it was by knockout, and I think if he had won, that's probably how he would have done it. Then like I think the UFC, he would have made so much money in the UFC and would have been way more active.
Yeah.
And then if he was making that much at that point, then I think if he might have had to fight a few more to make it. But I think long term he could have made more instead of just he's sitting on the shelf.
It's crazy.
And also
for him now,
also his
UFC
his legacy, like he could have maybe went down as like the greatest heavyweight of all time.
Yeah,
he had that opportunity.
Definitely,
he didn't take it, and now like his legacy is like, sure, you had
kind of like not in the conversation.
No, not
you know
at
what
all.
I mean, like
not at all.
And
he won the belt, and he won the belt by a 5-round decision.
Yeah,
where he lost the first 2 rounds. Granted, he was on a torn ACL, so I give him a lot of credit for winning it. But like no one long-term legacy speak is ever going to be like,
no,
was Francis Ngannou? They're gonna be like, was he the greatest that never was?
Correct.
That's going to be the discussion if he doesn't fight.
Hardest hitter, yes. Greatest,
yeah,
no,
100% hardest hitter. That'll be his.
And he very much made it seem as if this move to the PFL was to fix fighter pay, and to really build up PFL Africa, and he just hasn't.
I mean, they were pissed at him. They were publicly. They were like, he didn't show up to the PFL.
I've mentioned a lot of talk behind the scenes that he's not the guy that he like claims.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that have worked with him that say he's like not really a good guy, and like he plays good guy who came from nothing in the sand mines in Cameroon and all this.
It's really unfortunate. I
want to get his car in France.
I want to like this guy.
I don't know. I think he got his money. Good for him. Like I said, but I think
the story's great. The knockouts are as good as any resume of knockouts ever.
He just could have been like an all-time great, and he's gonna just be like kind of a not just something that happened.
Almost like, will he go down with the same maybe more because he won a title, but like Anthony Rumble Johnson type legacy, where people will look back and just go, "Holy fuck, he was a hard hitter!" Like he could take anyone's head off, but just, not much more of like he was one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, just slightly more of a respect. Just that he
definitely more.
Just that he touched gold. That's the only thing.
And he boxed,
but even the way he touched gold was like, again, torn ACL. So give him credit for that.
But Cyril,
a boring fight.
Yeah. Let's tell everyone about DraftKings as well. You know, we love DraftKings here. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Steph Curry drilling logo threes, Donovan Mitchell taking over, and Cade Cunningham leading the next wave. Are they all still active? None of those guys injured?
Yeah, Cade Cunningham actually set a record last night for most missed amount of field goals.
All right, maybe he's
in like a game
the right guy.
Was like it went into overtime, but I think he still scored a lot of points.
You know, I think he went 14 for 45 from the field.
Oh,
but he scored 40 plus.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham leading the next.
Great player.
I was making sure that I wasn't running into one of those like anchorman things.
Had an amazing shot last night that tied the game. Ended up losing, but those guys are still killing it.
And you could still get Marab versus Sanhagen on DraftKings.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. Bet quarters, player props, scoring runs, and more, all while the action unfolds. New customers bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BACKFIST. That's code BACKFIST. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass, plus 300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. I came the closest I've come to one of those weird long shot parlays for the game of the week this week.
Oh, yeah?
It was a Drake May touchdown away from hitting up plus 8,500.
Damn it. That'd be a nice hit.
It would have been nice. Get those
8,500 or 8,500?
8,500.
Wow.
For what?
I had like a game of the week parlay.
A hit?
No, I was a Drake May touchdown away.
Pain.
I know, real big pain.
Him scoring one or throwing one?
Scoring.
Okay.
So it was more of an ask than him throwing.
He was at the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
I know.
And they threw it. They should have just sneaked it 3 times because they took that knee.
Yeah. They essentially took a knee on one. They punted it down. That was crazy.
I had someone on the Patriots anytime touchdown. I had Egbuka anytime touchdown. I had him plus 5.5 receptions. I had Drake May plus 250 passing yards. I got a lot right up to the finish line. I was at the 1 yard line, and then that's how they get me coming back. I'll be back next week for game of the week.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get into this card?
Yeah. No. I mean,
anything else?
Chael did say that he feels like there's no buzz. I feel like it's the opposite.
I feel like there's buzz. Yeah. Clemmer came in. He's like, my doorman's telling me about UFC.
Community.
I think there's a lot of hardcore buzz because even when you look at the main card, like for example, like a Sean Brady, Michael Morales.
Yeah.
To name people and like that might not, but if you're like a fan, or even just someone who watches like solidly, like that's a fucking amazing fight.
Yeah,
and the winner of that fight could very well touch gold in 2026.
Yeah.
And even like Prates is becoming a big star, but like Prates-Leon Edwards, like another incredible fight.
Yeah,
winner of that could also, who knows, touch or reclaim gold in 2020 or 2026.
I've actually heard from both sides this week because Clemmer was like, hey, my doorman said there's a huge UFC this week. You must be excited. And I was like, I am. So that's like making out to public, mainstream, whatever. I also had Tommy Smokes be like, hey, I like watching like a big fight every now and then. It's been forever since I watched a fight. Is like there a big fight coming up? And I said, yeah. And he was like, who's even the main guy in UFC right now? And I started like rattling off names, and like Poetom's the only one he even vaguely knew.
Topuria?
Yeah, he wasn't really.
That's me. Like, I think you're kind of living under a rock a little for not Topuria. Like, I feel like everyone like
maybe
because Topuria is one who even the casuals to me are like, yo, that guy's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he just murders like all your favorite fighters.
Unfortunately,
when I say your, I mean like everyone. All fans. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised. I guess that's different because JDM, respectfully, he's not a big name.
No.
So I get that where the guy that's touching.
I feel like Islam is, but like
Islam is definitely a big name.
It's
but
interesting with casuals. Like some casuals.
Islam Makhachev was?
I don't think he did.
I would argue he's the biggest name in the sport right now.
I think he's up there.
He's up there.
I do think if you were to poll the non-UFC fans in the office, I think a lot of them would not know.
It is.
I think way more people casuals would know Poeton.
Yeah.
Because you also got to remember, look at the whirlwind. We're a moments world. Islam hasn't really had a like Volk was like a big moment the second time, obviously, but like he's kind of had like Moicano, obviously not a moment. Where Poetan's had like all these like moments.
Yeah,
like,
even getting
knockouts.
knocked out.
Yeah, even getting knocked out was a huge moment. Like Islam hasn't really been a part of these like big things that happen. Even that was an Abu Dhabi card that was at 10 a.m. on a college football Saturday.
Yeah. And when you talk Islam to a casual, you almost can't bring up his name without also talking about Habib.
That's what you say. You're like, he's the guy. Yeah. He's the next guy.
All right. Speaking of the next guys, Angela Hill and Fatima Klein.
It's actually one. Borschev is the. It's not even like
because
just
it
made
just got put on.
Like it's even on like apps. You have to go to like the all fights. It comes up.
Why did they add this?
I think they threw another fight on. I think Camilo was supposed to fight, and they pulled out. Or the other guy pulled out.
El Saweed or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he pulled out, and I think they probably were like, "Fuck it, let's just throw another card on New York in case we lose one or something." I actually get it because cards also it makes the pacing amazing. Like when you have like at least like 13 fights, I think the pacing's really good.
True.
So I get it from a like that perspective, and sure, it's not like just throw that as like the intro.
And it could be
opening fight.
It's gonna be a banger of a fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a good like stylistic matchup. I get it. I'm not mad at it. I'm honestly just really upset I can't go to this card.
I know. I feel bad.
I even was gonna try. I think the current flight situation we have in America is what made me like.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to work it out, and my last 2 flights I've sat there like a combined like 11 hours of delays, and I was like, I can't do that show Saturday morning. Go to the airport for like a 2 p.m. flight on a big college football Saturday, and then get it canceled or like delayed, and then I don't even make the card. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Both those things
like make the commitment.
I need to at least I'll be in Chicago in the office watching the card.
You'll be able to watch
college
it,
football, yes. But I'm pretty hard because I think this main card, I'll say this actually, the top 7 fights, I think are truly like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Is the Eric McConico fight happening?
Yes.
That's not on DraftKings either.
Susurkaev.
It's not
also got made kind of last minute-ish.
That's line's going to be like minus 1,000.
It's 850 right now. I think DraftKings does have it.
Do they?
It's those two. You have to look in like a different like almost like a different section.
Susurkaev.
I know it was 850 when I just checked it like recently.
Susurkaev obviously coming off a bit win against.
See, it's right here. It's weird. You have to go to like fight line.
Gotcha. Because I'm on the pay-per-view. They just haven't added it yet.
Camilo is minus 162 over Borschev.
I see
that they have listed as like the first fight.
I see that.
And then Susurkaev's the second one.
Susurkaev coming off a submission. He was like 30-1 to win by submission. McConico just does nothing.
And he got rocked badly by that dude making his debut.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name?
I actually think he's not bad. I forget what his name is. He's from like Jersey, New York.
Yeah, CFFC. He's actually not a league guy. Ryan Nolan or something?
No, maybe. Fuck.
No, not McConico. Susurkaev.
Yeah.
Whoever his last fight was. I actually think the guy's not bad.
But I'm considering Susurkaev round 2, round 3. McConico kind of like runs away. He doesn't engage. He was that was very much like it. What happened against Ruzaboev. Then he eventually got caught. Obviously, Susurkaev may just come forward, but Susurkaev's not a guy who's like a round one guy. But he's obviously had the round 1 victory on Dana White's Considered Series. Round 2, did you find the guy? Eric Nolan?
Eric.
There we go. Yeah.
Eric Nolan. Yeah, I agree. He's not too bad. I don't know how good Susurkaev is, but I think the UFC wants to build him up because of the Hamzat connection. McConico is not very good. And then in the first fight, I don't know. Borschev, like obviously higher level of competition. Camilo just came off of a loss against I'm forgetting his name. It was his first fight in the UFC. He lost to I'm blanking. Anyways, Camilo may get their wrestling grappling going, which is obviously the way to beat Borschev. Maybe an under once those totals come out.
There's Gabe Green.
Yeah,
that's right. He was winning too. That's why I kind of like him. I kind of like Camilo a little bit. I don't know if I'll bet it, but Borschev has just kind of been very underwhelming. Like recently, I just don't. And we've seen like D1 Diakowski just hold him down. I think Camilo was holding Gabe Green down, who I think is better.
Yeah,
like Gabe Green I actually think is like not bad. He basically was winning the fight until Gabe Green
and McKinney gave a great like game plan. Just go out there and just shoot on him and take him down.
I think Camilo can do that. That's why I'm picking Camilo to win the fight, but I don't know if I'll bet
if we can get a decent under 1.5, I may consider,
or even like a Camilo like round 1 sub kind of thing. Only if the price is good enough. Like it's fucking plus like 250. I don't know. I need.
But Borschev, like I think if he keeps it standing, he's gonna style on him. So it's like under 1.5's one that, but it could be like mighty juice. Like I don't want to be paying like minus 150 for this under 1.5. But if it's like minus 110 plus 100. Definitely be eyeing I will be eyeing that, especially first fight of the night.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Angela Hill, Fatima Kline. We're all in agreement that Kline's gonna win this one, right?
Yeah, I mean Angela Hill finds ways to like make fights close, but I think like the age gap's so huge here. I think realistically Fatima could knock her out, but Angela's pretty good at defense, but Angela's just I parlayed Fatima with Aaron Blanchfield, which fights later.
Yeah, I like that too. I think
Fatima just like has her covered. The UFC likes Fatima a lot. First fight was against Jasmine.
I think she
went up a weight class. I think she's pretty damn good.
I think she's from New York as well.
Fatima?
I think she is.
Oh, really? I thought she was from like Sweden.
Is she? I thought she might have been a New York girl for some reason.
She is.
Or maybe she fights out of New York.
She is a pro fighter out of Hyde Park, New York.
Yeah, good call.
Or at least she fights out of. I knew she had some New York connection.
Born in Holbrook, New York.
And where, New York?
Holbrook. Went to Dutchess Community College.
Okay, I think it's upstate, right? Or where's Dutchess?
An affiliation, Silver Fox Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Is that Silver Fox in like Saddlebrook, New Jersey? It is. Holy shit!
There you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like Kline too. I think she kind of has her covered, just like younger, just better. I think it's kind of like the evolution of the game.
That's the Danielle Kelly gym. Wonder if she trains with her. One of the best BJJ girls on the planet, I think.
You heard Poirier and Chandler squash the beef?
I did hear that.
I saw Chandler talk about it.
That's drama.
Yeah.
Roadhouse says, "Fuck you, McGregor. We're pulling in your 2 biggest rivals."
Yeah.
Not biggest, but
but I guess it was a bunch of guys.
It is. Yeah.
Like I think like
but
Woodley.
No McGregor.
No, not McGregor. But I think they threw like it's like. I think like they said Woodley was there. He said some other guys were there too. Maybe
did I tell you guys about the Roadhouse drama, by the way?
Maybe Wonder Boy was there too.
I read your blog,
right? There's
your blog.
No.
So the director that did that Roadhouse movie with Conor McGregor was told like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put this movie in theaters." And he's like, "Cool." Then they put it straight on streaming, and he was pissed. He was like, "I'm not promoting it. I'm not going to the red carpet. Fuck you guys." They're making a sequel to that movie now with all the you just mentioned. And he is not involved, the director. So he says, "Fuck you guys. I'm making my own sequel to the original," which is what he just did. So they're making 2 Roadhouse movies at the same time that are going to compete against each other, I think.
Just personally trying to sabotage the other movie.
He's so pissed about this. And he's like a legendary director. Doug Liman, he did like The Bourne Identity. He did a bunch of these famous ones.
Wow.
But I think he's now trying to make a sequel to the original, which is quite literally what he just made. So I don't know what's going on, but keep an eye on the fucking Roadhouse drama.
It's like his other story idea.
It's crazy. Pat Sabatini versus Chepe. Chepe plus 110. Pat Sabatini minus 130. Kind of a banger of a fight.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting because Chepe has just been one of those guys like he just kind of like found. I also think he's kind of found ways to win. I also think he's might have been gifted 1 or 2 that he didn't deserve. If Sabatini can get the grappling going, which I think he's definitely going to try to do, and I think he can do. Like I think he definitely can win.
This is actually a rematch. They fought before on the regional scene. Chepe won by split decision. I think Sabatini
sounds like a Chepe fight.
Like it's just, I bet Sabatini earlier in the week. I forget what number I got. It's pretty similar to what it is now. I think I got like minus 120.
He's minus 130 on DraftKings right now.
I think the way to beat Pat Sabatini, as we've seen, is to have a lot of power, and I just don't think Chepe has it.
Mm-hmm.
Sabatini looked pretty damn good in his last fight against Brito. And I think he can do the same thing he did there and just kind of like out physical Chepe. Now, Chepe's not bad on the ground, but I think it's going to be really close rounds, and I think Sabatini's in a bit better of a spot. He's in his backyard pretty much, and yeah, I think this is I like Sabatini here.
Yeah, We watched Diego Lopez knock him out down the street a couple years ago, but again a guy with power. I
just don't think Chepe's
and Lopez is way better than Chepe in my opinion.
Oh,
way better, hits way harder. No, I even could see Savage. I see getting takedowns. I could see him even getting some back takes.
Yeah,
I think it's very, very live. Maybe he could even get a submission. But I agree with you. Like I think he's gonna win big minutes in rounds and ultimately win the fight.
And I think Sabatini's a guy like Chepe will welcome like some crazy situations where they're on the ground rolling. I think Sabatini will win those. Like he'll just be better.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I bet Sabatini.
Then we've got Kyle Daukaus versus GM3. GM3 probably fighting for his job here. You would imagine.
Yeah,
3 in a row.
You never know with someone like him. Like he's been around so long. Like
that almost makes me.
He just got KO'd 2 months ago, 3 months ago,
and that is a plus. Being around long makes me think he's also getting paid a lot.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
So it's like I don't know. Daukaus is minus 380. I generally root against the Daukases. One of them, I forget which one, talked shit on me on Twitter once. I don't know why. I don't remember why.
Yeah,
I don't really have anything against them. It might have been Chris, might have been Kyle. One of them said some shit. I think someone was like, I want to fucking fight this loser, and I got Daukaus in my corner. And then they liked it. And I was like, I got nothing against the Daukases. Why do they want to corner some guy who wants to beat me up? But I think he's gonna kill GM3.
Yeah, I do too. I think at this stage he's just like kind of like a younger, better version of it.
So it's interesting. I was looking at the under 1.5 plus 135. Now, Daukaus said there's kind of like this respect given to him because he knocked out Pereira in the last fight, which was a weird.
It was wild.
That was just a wild, very weird. Obviously,
never would have thought it was a first round knockout in like 30
Singapore,
seconds.
right?
Yeah.
And now, but Daukaus is like has great ground game, but so does GM3.
Yeah.
And GM3, like sometimes, like even we saw against Olejniczak, like he doesn't like Olejniczak eventually got him up against the cage, but like. I don't know if Daukaus has the ability to knock him out, and then will he have the ability to submit him? No, I think this fight goes deep. And I was looking at over 1.5, maybe even like you could take like a Daukaus. I think Daukaus round 2, round 3 could be live, or Daukaus by decision. Over 1.5 right now is minus 175. I think it should be a little bit higher. I haven't bet it yet, but I was considering that.
I like that angle.
I just
because it's a fair point because you like GM3 when he loses these fights, they're usually the big hitters. And like he's not that guy, and it's crazy because it's weird to say that if you just saw him like knock somebody out. But again, that was the first time. That's what I'm saying. That was the first time you ever really seen him do that.
Yeah.
So is he a different animal than he was? Maybe it's possible, I guess. But I think you're making a lot of sense, like logically, like like the Joe Pifers of the world, like you said, the Olejniczaks and guys like that. Like these are guys who have crazy knockout power, and they knock out a lot of people.
And GM3's like. He's a good fighter, and I just don't.
The only guy we saw really do that was like RDR.
Yeah,
was able to kind of like it was starting to trend bad for RDR, and then all of a sudden he just got him in an arm triangle.
I'll be honest, like I wouldn't even blame anybody for taking a GM3 shot because if he extends it, who knows? Like it's not like Daukaus. His wins on the regional scene, he won, but they weren't against like these amazing guys. I think it was in CFFC, which is we respect it, but that's not like going over to. Like the top regional organization in the world.
No, I actually don't mind the round. See, the thing that I think about though, I do think Daukaus will ultimately win because I do think there's something to the GM where like he's got to listen. Like I'm not saying he doesn't care if he wins or loses.
That's fair.
But I just think there's a hunger that is going to be clear and edge to like a Daukaus who's even though he won his last fight, this guy's still fighting for like put food on the table. I'm not like I said, I'm not saying GM3 doesn't care. Like obviously he needs money too. But they're just in different spots in like their careers and life. Like Daukaus, this is Daukaus' Super Bowl. Every fight is like going to be the Super Bowl, right? The spot he's in right now.
100%.
Like he's trying to have a lasting career in the UFC. And you don't do that by like 1-1 losing to like 38-year-old GM3. You do that by like getting 2 finishes in a row and reestablishing yourself in the division.
Then Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon. Malcolm Wellmaker minus 142, looking to extend the undefeated streak. I think he probably will.
This is a fascinating.
Yeah,
and honestly, in the time we've done this podcast, he was minus 162.
Oh, really?
He's now minus 142. I think the thing is, and I know I've seen some people mention this. Wellmaker is a guy who, like, before he got in the UFC, was getting like been taken down a few times by like random guys, jobbers, as they say, on the regional scene. So a guy like Cody Haddon, who like definitely has that in his arsenal, like can get back takes, is going to be hunting chokes. A guy like Wellmaker, who you've never seen him really in that spot, and you surely have not seen him in that spot of a guy of Cody Haddon's caliber. So that I think is fascinating. Like, will he just go in there and just like knock him out? Maybe Wellmaker is that good, but I think the odds makers are telling you like this is not, because I think a casual who like follows him like would have thought Wellmaker would be minus like 300 here, and then you look up and it's getting closer to a pick'em by the minute, literally.
So
I think it's fascinating.
It's really interesting that the UFC booked this on short notice for Malcolm, because it feels like Malcolm has so much momentum behind him.
He does, for sure.
He's really big on social media. People really love him. And obviously, who was he supposed to fight?
City. City.
Who
is more of a striker, who you at least saw.
That would have been a great fight.
They would have banged it out.
Yeah.
Pause.
I think what this comes down to is like Simon like could have shot takedowns, wanted to get takedowns against Wellmaker. I think Simon and Haddon are like very similar. And
you think so? I think Haddon's like more physical
to an extent.
Like I think he's bigger and a little longer too. Like I think Simon wasn't as big.
I just don't think Haddon's, and we saw with Simon, like never been hit with anything like Simon. It took.
I mean, we saw Peyton Talbot beat the shit out of him before it too.
Yeah, but it took Peyton Talbot, and obviously there's multiple, like once your chin goes, it's easier to go. But like Talbot took like 9 minutes.
It was the second round, but he was like fucking. If you remember, like
but Wellmaker
he was fucking like. There was a few times where people were like, "This could have get stopped."
Wellmaker one shot deaded him.
100%. No, I think he has more. He has more one-shot knockout power than probably Talbot does. I mean, Wellmaker, like just in terms of just pure one-shot, is like one of the hardest hitters in the division.
So I just don't know if Haddon has felt that before. I don't think I'm going to bet
probably
Wellmaker.
Hasn't.
I think Haddon's the side, but I understand why like people would bet Wellmaker. Just to give devil's advocate based off of like what you're thinking, I think a lot of people are thinking. And you just have, and also this is not an easy spot for Cody Haddon. He's coming from halfway across the world, and it's not like it's short notice. And I think the UFC also knows a little bit that it's like maybe this is a put up or shut up spot for Wellmaker, because it's like he's 31, you got to get going. We want.
I think that's really a part of it.
But also, I think there's an aspect where the UFC is like, hey, Wellmaker, here's a chance to have a huge win on MSG card, and you could really like start like being like head of a prelim for a pay-per-view in 2026. So we'll see. I think the UFC is setting this up for Wellmaker, but I can't bet him. I if it gets down to pick 'em, I'll consider it, but maybe I'll look at the KO line.
No, he's like if Wellmaker goes in there and like one shot knocks him out in the first round, like what do you think they give him after this?
Something big.
Like huge, right? Like it has to be.
Yeah.
If he goes in there on MSG card and just knocks this dude out who like he wasn't that big a favorite against, and a guy who I think people who are like in the know like respect Haddon a lot. It's not like some schlep. Like it's not Martino again. This is far from that.
Of course.
Far from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would they?
Like I don't know if he gets top 15, but like does he get like a Ricky Simone type after something like that?
I don't think that'd be outrageous.
Like that's the name that came to my head. I don't know if they go that exact direction.
But I'm saying like someone at that level, I think yes.
A name of that who like he's like, I don't know if he's been ranked. I don't think he's ranked right now, but like a clear top 20, 25 guy, like no question.
Yes, I think so.
In the division where like, I think the next guy if he does that, if he like wins in crazy fashion, he gets a guy where if you win that one, you're like undeniably just getting like a ranked fight.
Yeah, agreed.
Because like you said, Jack, he's 31. Like he's not 23 years old.
Time. Yeah.
Like he's got to go now.
You know what I think they give him? I think they give him like an Adrian Yanez.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Or
also, I wish they'd.
Or they call up Cody, be like, bro, let's one more.
Garbrandt?
Honestly.
Yes.
Oh, that'd
be
awesome.
A good one. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I think in that would
honestly,
be like, a big, like Cody will give you 500.
Yeah.
You honestly, who did you say before? Why am I drawing him?
Yanez.
Yeah, Yanez. Because his fight just got canceled.
Yeah.
That's such a shame. That's the MSG.
That'd be good.
Adrian Yanez Wellmaker would have been fucking awesome. Awesome.
So, but this is
I hope they still make it. Maybe they still make it.
This is a big fight for Wellmaker. And if Haddon wins, I mean, not that he takes his momentum, But like, and also if the Wellmaker loses this, he's still a guy who's going to have like 3 to 4 fights in 2026.
100% if he wants it.
I think he needs to, and I know he doesn't want to leave his gym because he grew up there and everything. But he if he loses this, he may need to go to a better gym.
Yeah, I agree.
Aaron Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. Blanchfield -245. Jack, you said you already parlayed her.
Yeah, I parlayed her with Fatima. Fatima -455. Blanchfield -225. I think I got it.
I think she's like 245 now.
Yep.
Exactly. I think Aaron's just better everywhere. Yeah. I guess like Tracy could stuff.
Is she?
I just don't. It's possible. Gonna, it's
that her best.
I would say there's a chance.
Yeah,
but I would be so shocked. I think Aaron is just like
she's great on the ground.
She's really, really good. And like I think like Aaron's just gonna overpower her. I think she's more athletic. I think Tracy's like a top 10 fighter. Blanchfield's a top 5. If everything breaks right, championship level fighter.
Yeah.
Obviously we've seen her struggle against top tier competition, but I think like this could be like I think she could like ragdoll her. Not turning up the meatball Molly, but I think it could be something like that where it's just like complete and like Cortez wins fights on very small margins. Where it's like she gets takedowns, but like it's never like, oh, like Tracy Cortez, how many fights have gone to decision in her career? Every single fight?
Yeah.
Probably most
Blanchfield dominate.
Not all of them, yeah.
I think Blanchfield could dominate.
Yeah.
Now,
I lean more that she will. Like
I think she'll dominate.
I think she wins it like pretty handily.
Same.
I'm just not the biggest Tracy fan. Obviously, she's huge. Everyone loves her. Really nice fighter too when she was in here. With
like her personality wise.
I like
very
Tracy.
Nice. Yeah.
But I just think Aaron and also Aaron, New Jersey. Like I just think, I really like her here.
You guys see Poetan just called out John Jones from the Coliseum. He said John Jones, White House, chumma.
I could see them doing it.
Yeah.
So, well, Chael said that like John will fight in 2026. So
who knows?
Chael actually brought up a great point. It was like the UFC has to set up that card well. Like you can't lose. The American cannot lose on that card.
I think honestly, you have to headline it with 2 Americans.
But Dana has very much, and this could be him just like propping himself for like whatever happens. But he's been very like forward that it doesn't need to be like an American main event.
I think it does.
I think it'd be kind of crazy for it not to be.
Yeah.
But he's the only thing I've thought about like. If he did like Islam, like Topuria, like, is that something that it's so big that it could be like, who cares that it's no Americans in the main event? Because it's like the biggest fight, like one of the biggest fights they can make.
I'm kind of like,
there's almost no fight where
Americans.
I know. There's almost no fight where it makes sense to do 2 Americans in the main event.
John
Poetan. If you're really trying to do like American, like a patriot victory, that's the one.
Yeah, and
because he's gonna go in there and all the casuals are like Poetan's this like god. Yeah. He's gonna go in there and just ragdoll and probably submit him or ground and pound finish him within the first round.
I think Poetan,
and then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Jones he's the GOAT. Oh my god, he's unbelievable."
Poetan also has done Poetan has done stuff with Trump. He's done the dance. Poetan's done the dance.
Exactly.
I think even if Poetan's like. I consider, obviously he's Brazilian, but like, I consider Poetan. Yeah, he's Danbury, Connecticut. But like, he's as you could do that, but like, you can't do. Marab is American. He has a citizenship now.
True,
but Marab can't headline.
No,
sorry. No disrespect, Marab. We love you.
You almost need to do like an American post lim. They used to do post lims. Like UFC 100 had fights after the main event. Like
that's funny.
Maybe
I just saying for the post limbs. It's like
maybe have a post lim and American.
Where the real cage.
Well, I'm thinking like if it's a White House card, maybe the crowd will consist of all non-MMA fans, and you could just be like, yeah, this is like you always stay for the post lim. You always stay for the last fight. Like everyone stay in their seats. They'll all be in tuxes. Like the gala or whatever is going to happen after this doesn't start till after fucking.
There's a gala.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
There definitely will be. It's his birthday.
You know what I mean? Like you do,
and it's a Sunday.
Well, they're saying it could change now.
Like they're changing it again?
Now they're saying June 14th not locked in. Yeah.
What do you think the percentage chance we go to that?
I think it's low, to be honest. I don't think it's.
I think yours is higher than ours. I think Dave's gonna go.
I think Dave can definitely go. I don't think they're gonna have traditional like MMA media.
Dana,
maybe they will, but like
Bob, I think you could slide your way in there with like.
That's why I'm saying yours is higher than
yours. Is definitely higher than ours for sure. I think you would slide in as a potential +1 with Dave.
I feel like it's going to be such a small, intimate event that I feel like they're going to have like
Dana also loves
Fox News there, and like I feel like it's going to be mainstream media.
It'll be very interesting to see how many people are in it. Then we'll know.
Yeah.
How likely if there's
thousands of people,
sure.
I think I could.
If they're no, Jack's right. Depends on the amount of people that are allowed.
Yeah. Next fight on the card, Kopylov versus RoboCop.
Okay.
RoboCop minus 166.
Fascinating. Another banger. I think an incredible fight.
Gregory's my favorite fighter in the UFC.
Really?
Outside
your favorite fighter? Yeah. Wow.
This is so interesting because
people love Kopylov in this.
Because again, you could see RoboCop just if he gets he should be able to get takedowns,
That's right?
But at the same time, I think a lot about it's. Does he have that same would you have RoboCop the same kind of credit with the chain wrestling as you would Fluffy?
No.
Probably not quite that, but he is more dangerous on the feet. But also the thing is, and the thing that we've talked about forever is all you gotta touch that chin one time. And Kopylov is a guy that can do it. And I think that's the scary part.
I also think there's a huge chance that you have to put into this that Gregory just low fight IQ and just says, no, let's bang it out.
He could, it's possible. And that's with Kopylov, that's super dangerous.
I don't know if Kopilov's been hit with a punch with the power that Gregory has, though.
It's probably fair. I mean,
Costa,
that's probably
Costa
fair.
Probably close, but Costa didn't.
And Costa, I mean,
just dominated.
Picked him apart on the feet, honestly. But also RoboCop's not the technical striker.
Yeah, no. It's more his physicality.
That Costa's, correct.
So
because we've seen him get hit a bunch. We've seen him get knocked out by fucking Jordan Williams.
I know.
I mean, Bruno Ferreira, who also hits like a truck, it's not. But I mean, one punch. I mean, he was a limp body on the mat. We've seen it, and Kopylov can definitely do that.
What's the under right now?
It is under 1.5 is plus 120.
I actually think that's pretty. I think you're going to know pretty early how this fight's going to go. I just don't see it's either going to be a Gregory gets a takedown and really takes over and almost ground and pound finish or submission. I mean, he's a high level, but he never submits anybody. I can't remember the last time.
We've seen him. Who did he do it to? I was there in Boston. He fucking that might have been a bum. Might have been Tululin or someone like that.
Yeah.
But he's able to just mount again. And I think he could do that here.
And if that doesn't happen, I think Kopylov could. So that under 1.5.
Kopylov styles on him on the feet.
Or if you're just looking for a parlay, the under 2.5 or fight doesn't go, it's probably going to be in the minus 400s. But you could add that there. I don't see this going to the scorecard.
I'd be surprised. Yeah, I think someone's getting finished.
This is an unreal fight
because he also could knock out Kopylov.
Yeah,
he just has that kind of power. I mean, Jesus Christ, we saw we were there when he did to Hermanson. That was insane. That was one of the scariest knockouts I've ever seen.
Next fight is the prelim headliner, Bo Nickal versus Rodolfo Vieira. Bo Nickal minus 218 in this fight.
No buzz for this.
Not a lot of buzz. I agree. Yeah,
I mean, so little buzz. They put it on the main card when they first announced it. And then immediately we're
Bo Nickal.
I mean, also just
our loss.
BSD Benny Dariush being on the prelims over this would have been a travesty to fans.
Yeah.
That opening that's a tailor-made fight to open a main card of an incredible fight card.
Yeah.
So I just think the play here is Rodolfo Vieira by decision.
I like that.
I don't know if it's out, but I think I don't even know if I'll put it out. I think I'm just gonna.
It is on DraftKings. Vieira by
plus
finish plus
475. I think Vieira looked pretty good in his last fight, right? Against Gore, was it?
I think it was.
Yeah.
He looked pretty good on the feet, and Gore's
he does have good. It's how much better did Bo Nickal get? The thing with Bo Nickal that scared me, and listen, he's not. I guess honestly, RDR's not a great hitter. He just did it with knees up the middle, but it scares me a guy that came from wrestling that the first time he got hit was no thank you. That worries me.
Yeah.
Can you develop that dog? I don't know. I guess we'll find out because it's a different kind of dog. It's not that. Bo Nickal's obviously the guy was a fucking incredible wrestler. Obviously, he's a tough guy, no shit. But is he as tough as these guys and mentally with getting punched in the face that hard? Because he had fought 7 times in a very quick amount of time. Had never really been hit like that ever. It's just an interesting, and he saw with RDR like the traditional wrestling, like college wrestling, is different from like MMA wrestling.
Yeah,
it's way different.
The only thing I would say to
and
that
Vieira's got great
I
submissions.
just think like RDR is like, I mean, he's a guy who was a champion, won. He made Whitaker kind of look silly. Not silly, but like he had some really amazing moments in that. That's not Rodolfo Vieira. And Vieira really likes to like get those takedowns. He's not going to be able to do that on Bo Nickal. Bo, I don't think he gets submitted by Vieira. And I think Bo will be able to get his takedowns. And I also think we've seen Vieira really have bad cardio at points. So it's like, I think like maybe as the more I think about it, like we could even like, if he's really going to get those takedowns and he's not going to be able to submit Vieira, Bo Nickal by KO, maybe he gets on top of him. And also I think Bo knows he needs a moment.
Yeah, but I also think more than anything, he needs a win.
Yeah, he does.
Like to me, like Bo's in a place where like once you get to like this level, this level of competition, like he's not going to go in there and just knock him out like he did like Val Woodburn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's just such a different beast. Like I see this more playing out as I actually don't hate the Vieira decision call because I kind of see this playing out maybe a lot on the feet as like a kind of like low level, low volume, like striking match.
That's why I was thinking about Vieira.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
that's better on the feet.
That's what I'm saying. I like it because we saw it kind of played out that way with Paul Craig, but Craig's so bad on the feet that he couldn't win. But Vieira could definitely win on the feet.
Vieira, I bet Tresean Gore against Vieira, thinking if Tresean Gore, not to say he's like this amazing fighter or anything, but Tresean Gore stuffed enough takedowns and it was on the feet, he would obviously win. He stuffed all the takedowns and lost on the feet to Vieira. I think, like, and Vieira's been working on striker longer than Bo. But the only thing is, I think that college wrestling background, that amazing wrestling, I think he's going to be able to take down Vieira. That's the only. So, I mean, DraftKings, I don't know if it's out yet, but they like do those little like parlays where it could be. I don't know if it doesn't exist, but a sick. Like one would be like, and you could do it yourself, would be Bo Nickal by KO or Rodolfo Vieira by decision. That's plus 230, plus 475. So average line there. If you play both, you would get like it would be plus money on that. So that's something I've been considering, but I might just put Vieira by decision plus 475. It's a small little play.
And then before we move on to the main card, let's tell everyone about our final sponsor of the day. You know who it is. You're walking into the room, dick first, with Blue Chew. That's right. It's not just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership.
Yes, sir.
Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex, and it ain't a supplement. It's an erection resurrection. This ain't just about performance either. This is about legacy, or a third legacy. You got to give her group chat something to talk about, because you know when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you feel like more of a man than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. We've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code SPINNIN at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. SPINNIN, SPINNIN at checkout. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. We love Blue Chew. Great sponsor. They've stuck with us for a long time. Stick with them and get hard.
Stick with them. Yeah, exactly. Stick. Main card. Oh my God. This is going to be
Dariush BSD kicks off. We were just mentioning
fights. 5 amazing fights.
BSD's minus 198. What's the play on this fight? If you like BSD, are you just laying the minus 198?
I think if he wins, it's probably more than likely he gets a finish, but I think this is fat. I kind of like Benny a little bit.
Do you?
His chin worries me some, but also I think what I like about him is his grappling gets so underrated that I think like a lot of what BSD, he wants to come forward, he wants to just maraud, throw punches, elbows, takedowns. Like I don't know if we'll be able to just do that to Benny D. And listen, like even the last fight we watched with Moicano, like we saw him get clipped by Moicano, but he won literally 14 minutes and 58 seconds.
And he recovered really well from after
he did recover well.
Hurt.
So I think Benny D can make this like a war. If his chin can just hold up, but BSD, like, he has power, but he's not this like crazy, like one hitter quitter kind of guy.
I think the way he wins is if, like, the question you have to ask yourself is, can he get those takedowns going and really, like, his back take is one of the best in, like,
Benny, you're saying BSD.
BSD. Mm-hmm. Like, BSD's back take, that's like that rear naked choke that he has is disgusting. And can he do that to Benny? That's the question you have to ask yourself, because on the feet, I think Benny, like, I mean, he's the guy that really protects himself pretty well, but we did see what happened against Arman. Mm-hmm. Well, he kind of did hurt him, but I don't blame anybody. If I had to take a pick here, I would take plus 164 Benny, but I don't know. I'm not there yet. I was looking at over on DraftKings right now.
Yeah, it's over 1.5. It's over 1.5 is minus 160.
And I was looking at BSD to win by finish is 3-1. I would rather take that than minus 198.
I would too. I would agree with that.
So I think that's a high chance. But yeah, no, this is one that I almost just want to be like, I want to watch it. Maybe I'll throw a little, but I even saw somebody talking about like look at BSD decision. He could just stop but I just, the more I think about this fight, I think BSD comes out and just dominates him. But
you think so? Because see, my thing is what you said about the back take, I think is true. But like, when have we really seen Beneil just like let that happen to him? Like, I just think he's been such like a positive grappler. Even we saw like Gamrot,
that's true,
couldn't really grapple him.
Gamrot can,
and then on the feet, like Beneil was just way better on the feet.
That's a good point.
Like I just, when I envision this fight, it's hard for me to envision BSD just like mauling him on the mat.
What do you think,
like owning him grappling wise?
Dariush knocks him out.
I think low.
I'm actually curious the number, because Beneil has power. Like,
and let's see BSD fades a little bit, round 2, round 3.
Dariush by KO is 550.
I would have liked like 8-1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like 7. If it was 7, that would have been intriguing.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they know. I don't know.
These folks are getting better at price.
I kind of like Beneil. I don't know. I kind of think.
I don't blame you.
I think he can win. It's not like my most opinionated take like ever. But the more I think about it and just like their paths to victory, like, I don't know. Like, I think he would have to just like really hurt him. Because I think if he doesn't hurt Beneil, like, I think if it's just like skill for skill kind of thing, I think they're like close, and maybe even like Dariush might even have edges in certain places.
The way Dariush looked against Moicano was like really good.
You know, even the Susurkaev, like, he just got knocked out really fast, and that's why I keep saying like that's my biggest fear.
Yeah,
is he could always just get clipped, and then you're like, oh, like obviously he was gonna lose, but like the guy's a fucking great fighter.
I mean, if you really like a guy and you think it's 50-50 fighting, you're getting plus 164. You got to take it every time.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I do think it's close to 50-50 than the odds are saying. Like, I think he should be plus like 125.
Make it down there. We'll see how the market reacts.
Yeah, I like Benny. I think Benny can get it done.
Then we've got Edwards versus Prates. Great fight. Prates minus 192. Edwards plus 160. I kind of love Prates in this fight.
So I took Prates minus 205. The line's gotten,
it's like about the same. It's went down a hair.
Yeah. Prates by knockout plus 165.
I think I think he may do it.
I think he could fight Leon.
I just also think there's something with Leon where like we've seen, like, I don't know, like he's just in a unique spot.
I think Leon's living off of a Kamaru Usman. Like,
I mean, Brady just ran through him.
I couldn't believe
and this is
that.
going to be a completely different fight stylistically.
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
And I just look at Leon. I think, what has Leon showed us since the Usman fights?
Nothing.
Obviously, he fought Colby. That fight was awful, and that was mainly Colby's fault. But it wasn't like it was like,
and Colby was
the fact he didn't finish him.
Yeah. And then honestly, he ended up, he was like, it was on bottom, getting like beaten up at the end of the fight, which was 5 rounds, but still.
Now, Leon dominated that fight, but like it wasn't like a holy shit. And I think Prates is a guy that's just going to be like, I think Prates, the first people like are still low on Prates a little bit because of his first 3 rounds against Ian Gary. Since that, I mean, obviously, but the fact that he shut off, and I know it was a spinning shit, but the fact he shut off Jeff Neal like that,
crazy. Also, you got like The sport
I think he
evolves.
can do that to Leon.
He's so big and so like his legs and arms are so long, and he hits so hard. He kick his knee. He's got a knockout with a knee up the middle on Radke. Like he has so many different ways he can finish you that he's shown. Like I think Prates wins. I think it's more likely than not that I think he could knock him out. I mean,
and I also think Leon's a much more 5-round fighter than 3 rounds.
He just isn't aggressive, and like Prates is aggressive. Like Prates goes for it.
Oh yeah.
And also, he's
he's timing what he goes for it.
Ian Gary didn't hurt him. Obviously, there was some moments that Ian Gary won, but it was like I don't know if Ian Edwards is going to be able to figure out the puzzle that is Carlos Prates.
Leon Edwards. You combined them.
You said Ian Edwards.
See, but it's funny.
You combine them together. Could they beat Prates?
Yeah. See what Leon said about Ian Gary? It was like, Ian Gary's best thing that Ian Gary's ever done in this sport is not get finished by Shavkat.
Yeah, he said his best accomplishment is losing to Shavkat.
Did you see the video of Ian Gary asking his son who his favorite fighter is? That was really funny.
What did he say?
He said this to his son, like, who's your favorite fighter? He's like, Carlos Prates. Like this little boy, like he's like 2 years old. He's like, Carlos Prates. He's like, imagine beating a guy and your son's, it's his favorite fighter.
He liked the last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He thought Prates should.
That's what he said. He's like, I beat him for 23 minutes and that's his favorite fighter.
Well, he beat him for like.
Yeah, not 23. He said 23.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
He lost the 4th round too.
I mean, in Ian's mind, he tapped out
Shavkat. Yeah. He took us back in the 5th round. Honestly, for him, he literally did like the reverse.
Yeah.
Of Prates.
Yeah.
I love Prates here. I just think, and I think this is a moment that like it would
changing of the guard.
It would be weird, but like because like obviously we kind of have what happened with middleweight. But it obviously fluffy situation. It was really weird. But we have this fight, and we have Islam JDM, and then next week we have Ian Gary against Bilal.
I mean, we have the next fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all like I think Prates, even though like let's say Ian Gary beats Bilal, but let's say it's like a boring 48-47. Prates finishes Leon. I wouldn't put it past the UFC to give Prates the and then.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, and then Ian, it's like you didn't perform well enough against Bilal.
Yeah. Oh no, if Prates has of those fights we just mentioned, of not including the title fight, because obviously the winner is the champ.
Yeah.
But if of those 3 fights of the Bilal, Gary, this one, and then the Morales Brady, if his is the most like amazing finish, he could easily jump the line.
100%.
Like not even a quite. If he goes out there and just starches Leon in like the first round. Oh my! I don't think it doesn't matter what round.
He's already a viral super. Like he's
that's what I'm saying.
Viral as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Like the fan base that he's honestly it's funny because a lot of people thought he was like. I remember when we ranked like the Fighting Nerds guys. A lot of people would have thought he was like potentially like the lowest.
I know
of like a chance to actually touch gold.
Now he's
and now he like is by far the favorite to touch gold out of all of them. I would say.
Yeah, especially with Gene Silva, like
Gene Silva got completely checked. I mean,
got killed.
Fluffy looked. BSD just murdered Fluffy, obviously, and then and then Cow obviously didn't look great.
Close fight.
Yeah, he fought Imavov, so it's like Cow could still get there, but possibly he's still in the mix. But yeah, I mean, no, if Prates gets a big finish here, he definitely could be.
No, you know who's the best fighting nerd? Lord Mikal.
Yeah.
Lord Mikal.
Oh shit! But I love Prates too.
Sean Brady, Michael Morales up next. Sean Brady -142, Michael Morales +120.
This fight is fast. Another week. I think I've said every fight's fascinating, but this matchup specifically,
I don't know what to do with this
because it's funny. I saw Magic say it describe it like you have this like Sean Brady who's just like world. I think in my opinion, just like a world class like MMA wrestler. And there's some incredible submissions and jiu-jitsu, all that. And then he described Michael Morales as, just this kid that could have basically just picked the sport and become an Olympian in it. And like Morales, he's that type of athlete. He really is. Like, I think Morales is kind of like I'm kind of glad he's getting this stage, even though he got to main event against Gilbert. But I think people don't still fully understand how good Morales is. And I think this is kind of his moment to either prove it or like if he loses, he'll be fine. Like long term, he's like 25 years old. But I even remember kind of like calling him out with the Contender Series and kind of thinking about like this moment where like, what is he going to look like when he's like in his mid 20s? And you're seeing it like he went from like a kid to like he looks like a grown ass man. And the way he's just filled into his body and everything, it's fascinating. Like Brady's going to be able to like take him down, hold him down.
Yeah, so
it's hard not to lean with Brady just in my head because he's more the like proven commodity, and I think his striking's gotten better to like at least like.
There's a lot of love for Brady right now, and
the lines went up.
I just think it's like kind of a 50-50 fight, but like maybe it's just like Brady just has such better experience, so much better in the mixed martial arts.
Like grown man strength too. He's a father. He's a little older.
He's older, and also he's just outside of that one performance against Bilal, which was in the Middle East. Who knows? Maybe he's just like off. He's been like unstoppable,
like
flawless. And
I mean, the Leon performance was incredible.
I was looking at the under 2.5 plus 140 because I think like that athleticism
I don't hate that.
show. Or Brady could just be like, no, I'm like,
the
this guy.
Is my moment.
And then like Morales is like, you got to go back to work, which he's still so young. So I was looking at the under 2.5. I haven't bet it yet, but plus 140.
I don't hate that under. Yeah, because it does Morales like find a shot and like knock him out, or does Brady just dominate on the mat?
And then like
I think Brady's I think Brady's Morales is my guy. I'll ride with him forever. I feel like he's another one that's like just a great Ev investment buy.
Very much so.
But yeah, Brady's just so good.
But you sell that investment now.
It's not that I'm selling. I just think there's something about Brady here where I just feel like this is Brady's like I feel like this is Brady's almost like moment, like him to return the favor that Bilal gave to him.
Yeah.
Kind of be like one day it'll be your time, but like not today. Like it's my time right now.
You're watching right now.
I paid my dues. I'm the guy.
Throw us a like.
Thank you.
And if you are watching it back or listening back, but watching and you're on YouTube, throw a comment.
Oh yeah.
Give us your favorite pick of the fight. That all helps in the algo. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, comment your favorite pick of your favorite whatever money line or whatever it is.
Whatever it is. If we missed one, call us an idiot or whatever. It's all in fun games. And now we're heading to the co-main main event.
Co-main Valentina Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang. Zhang minus or plus 105, Shevchenko minus 125. Lady Fox very excited about this one. Huge Valentina fan, obsessed with Valentina, pissed that I get to go to this fight without her. I think she's going to be happy after this one. I think Valentina's going to beat her.
I do too. I think the size is going to be
huge.
I think Weili
lay on her. I think it's going to be boring.
Weili even at this stage, I think like skill for skill might be better, but I think the size difference she's going to be giving up, and Valentina I think is going to be able to, like you said, take her down, hold her down. I mean, we were at the card here, probably 4 years ago, is that Rose was able to fucking take her and hold her down.
Yeah.
So I think Valentina
is so much stronger than
her. That's why I just think the size is especially when you talk about going up in weight for not only a female, but in this weight class, like when you're 125, 135, 10 pounds, you're with a big percentage of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That you're going up for someone like that. I think Valentina is going to be just so much bigger.
Weili was already kind of small in her last division.
That's what I'm saying. I think Shevchenko is going to be so much bigger and stronger.
And also,
I think Robbie said perfectly. I think she's going to win like a boring decision.
And also
where she just dominates.
We'll talk about this in the next fight, but going up, like it's not just like, adding weight. Like you haven't performed with that weight yet.
Yes.
Like it's very hard to get used to it. Valentina's been in this body her entire life at that weight class. I think she's moved a little bit, but like nothing crazy.
She went up.
To fight Amanda. Yeah. But like it's sometimes hard. Like your cardio sometimes gets tested, and like you just don't know how to operate as well. It also feels like Weili's been all over the world. Like she's like Valentina's just been training. Weili's been all over. I think she's been like in like 4 different countries in the past 3 months. Like it's just a lot. I heard somebody talking about it. I'll get the official numbers on that, but like it just feels like Valentina, and also it feels like we're in one of those situations where it's like, how many times does Valentina have to remind all of us that she's the GOAT outside of Amanda? But like, you could even say if she wins this, I don't know. Like, she obviously has those losses to Amanda, but like, you could say like it's 1A, 1B.
Yeah. Who do you think faced the better competition?
Probably Valentina,
Amanda, right? No.
I think Valentina's probably had more like better.
Like true.
I mean, just 125 is just more like 135, 140. It was like hard to find her fights.
I mean, like Valentina doesn't really have a championship fight against a Megan Anderson
or like a Felicia Spencer 145. People like that who are like,
and I
whatever people who are like
Donna, Pena, Anderson, Spencer, Jermaine Durandamy. Like Holly Holm, Chris Cyborg, Raquel Pennington.
No, those were good. That was what I'm saying at that time.
Those are, but like Valentina, I mean, Mignot avenged her loss against Why am I blanking? Who did she beat? That the Mexican girl.
Oh,
Alexa.
Grasso.
Yeah.
Santos. That actually was questionable. I remember that one, but
but like I think like you
Laura
could just still
Murphy.
say like Amanda, but like Amanda also had a loss by submission and then avenged it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, and Valentina, like I think that win against Manuel like really did it for me. That was like, okay,
that was impressive.
Yeah.
I thought Minow was gonna like beat her solidly. That was very impressive.
One of the best fighters in the world and women's world
we
right
just
now.
saw what she did at Jasmine.
Yeah.
Minot was awesome. I think Minot's going to touch gold before it's all said and
then
done. I'd like to see that rematch.
I bet Valentina already. I love her here. And yeah, I just think it's going to be too much for Wei Li. She may still around her too, but it's a great fight.
Really good fight.
And then speaking of great fights, Jack Della Maddalena, guest of the Spin and Backfish show, friend of the program, versus Islam Makhachev, 5 rounds, main event, welterweight title on the line. JDM plus 215, the defending champ, the underdog, against Islam Makhachev, minus 265.
Like Jack just gave that face of like, yeah, we had a great interview with JDM, but it's
No, I bet JDM.
Really?
I swear,
he gave me the face he gave. I was waiting to be like, I like JDM, but
there's something about this fight that weirdly I feel like Canelo Bivol about. When I'm like,
we're saying like Islam looks big. JDM's going to be bigger than him.
JDM's going to be bigger.
Absolutely going to be bigger.
Maybe he's not the most again, he's not the Islam Makhachev. He doesn't have the name. He doesn't have the history, the crazy Khabib backstory. He's quietly in the shadows, training his ass off, proving me wrong time and time again. I think I'm going to bet him in this fight too, and I'm not going to be shocked if he beats Islam.
Is this just Hamzat DDP too? But Hamzat gets a finish.
That would be devastating. Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he was ragdolled to like that extent.
I don't think he will be,
because my thing is like
the Bilal defense.
He just wasn't able to like outfit.
Not that he
like like we said, he's gotten bigger. Clearly, you see he looks bigger. He put on the good weight, but like he hasn't really been able to do like what you're saying, like to people at 155 the last couple of years.
Yeah,
like he couldn't do it to Poirier. So I don't see why. I struggle.
I'm gonna say something. I think Islam looked that good against Moicano up until he finished him.
Didn't look that good.
Yeah, I thought
Moicano. I kind of just thought I give him credit for it, but Moicano's just like, I love Moicano. To me, he's just not like a championship fighter.
Yeah,
like you got a title defense over the guy who was like 10th.
No, what I'm saying,
and who was truly like
Islam did not look good.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm kind of agreeing with you.
Yeah. Also,
I just don't. I think obviously Islam's great, but yeah, I feel like I've said for since like JDM won that. Give me like JDM plus 200 or better, and it's like an auto like smash.
I think
that's kind of how I feel still. I mean, the line's what it is. I think there's a world where JDM, like, I'm not going to say makes it look easy, but where like you come away from that and like, wow, like JDM won that fight like decisively.
I think against the
Pieces
top level competition, Islam looks a lot better in the Middle East than he does in America.
Huh.
And I think there may be something like, there may be like an IV there, here and there. Maybe he doesn't need it as much because it's not as big of a weight cut. But like, I think like in the Middle East, we saw like he struggled against Volk down under.
Yeah.
Then in the Middle East, destroyed him. Obviously, it was like 4 days notice. He made Charles look like an amateur in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Then he struggles. Obviously, he was sick, but he struggled against Poirier. Moicano, whatever. And then before that, all the other guys who's beating are guys that like are not very good. It wasn't like, I mean, he was rolling through like Dan Hooker and shit and like Bobby Green.
And Dan Hooker was in like that part of the country too.
Yeah, it was. So it's just,
and Dan Hooker took it on like, he literally got stuck during COVID and was like, fuck it, I'll take a fight.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, I'll take the fight. Dan Hooker would fight a gorilla.
I just think if JDM, I like Islam, but I think like, even Poirier, they were like, oh, but like Islam outstruck Poirier at points. That was an older Poirier. I think JDM.
He had good moments, but I mean, there was also Poirier had good moments on him. Like the striking was. I mean, it was just an awesome fight.
Yeah,
and really JDM's been preparing for this style of fighter.
Yeah,
for over a year now. Like this isn't just like 3 months. I got to work on takedown. Craig Jones, Dagestan stopper.
I have a friend who like watches UFC. He's not like casually asked, but like he does pay attention. Obviously, to like know Craig Jones. And he literally just asked me for this fight. He's like, "Has he been training with Craig Jones?" And I was like, "Yeah." No. He was like, "Then I like JDM." Like he just thinks Craig Jones is like a god.
It was very funny when JDM was like, "Well, I mean, it hasn't worked for him yet." So
because he said it. Remember the last time he was like, "See, like he trained with Craig Jones. Like Bilal couldn't do anything with the takedown. Like as long as he has Craig Jones in his corner, like JDM could beat anyone."
Yeah.
Like,
I really just think like on the feet, like JDM's get like his boxing's elite.
Awesome,
I think it's gonna be better than
awesome.
Islam's. And Islam, like, I know it's just like a one interview clip, but he was like, "Oh, if the wrestling doesn't work, bro, like if the wrestling doesn't work, I don't want to like."
That's your.
If the wrestling doesn't work, he's gonna be in trouble. I mean, JDM's a phenomenal boxer.
What do you think the crowd reception is going to be to these
people like
guys?
Islam more and more recently?
I think they'll like
you're mad at MSG, like people like
I think it'll be receptive to Islam just because JDM's not that big of a name.
I don't think
this is JDM's moment.
You think JDM gets booze or no?
I don't know about like
few.
Maybe a little. I don't know. Like I don't.
It's so interesting in Jersey, Islam got booed, but that was Poirier.
That was Poirier. That was like America. That was America.
Yeah. And I also think Islam's like
Poirier's like people love Poirier. I mean,
yeah.
Islam's like a fact on social media because he's such a funny guy. People love him for that.
It was also like Islam was dominating the fight, and they were booing him beforehand. But I think it amplified it that Islam was dominating the fight, and then it looked like, is Poirier going to have a chance here? And people started thinking
it felt like a Rocky type.
Yes, correct.
We were there. Like he also Trump was. It was a whole like Trump got like a 20. That was right after he got shot. There was a lot of him in the air.
Yeah.
And I think he just like he stuffed the takedown and the place went berserk.
Remember when he got up, he stuffed that takedown and like flipped him and then had him against the cage and elbowed him. I think that's the loudest. Like
it was
outside of Poirier Chandler at MSG a few years ago. That was kind of the loudest I've really heard.
Insane.
But yeah, I think JDM at plus 220, like anything like you said above plus 200. But I will say, I think when Islam's coming out to his that music he comes out to, I'm gonna be like, I'm fucked. Like when he comes out, it's gonna be. But he comes out first.
What does JDM come out to? I can't.
AC/DC, right?
Does he? Is that his music?
I thought he comes out to like Thunder.
Thunderstruck,
maybe, or something AC/DC. I swear to God, he does AC/DC.
Yeah, but I like JDM though. Yeah, like plus 200 or better. I think it's a good bet. I think he's definitely live.
Right.
What is it?
TNT by AC/DC.
Yeah, he's T. Okay, that's gonna be
no. People are gonna like
great
that.
walkout
As the last walkout of the night too.
Yeah.
It goes.
That is rings are gonna be flowing.
It's gonna be like 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
New York
Bro, this
time.
is gonna be fucking sick.
The whole crowd chant along.
I can't believe I'm so upset I'm not gonna be there. I really.
And Islam's in the cage. Habib standing
that's
on top
gonna be
of it.
sick. That's gonna be big fight feel written all over.
I might roll the dice. I might have to roll the dice on the fight, and just if my day gets ruined for the chance, then so.
But then if it gets ruined, you'll hit every bet. We'll hit.
But see the problem was like if it gets ruined, then I'm gonna be like, all right, but it's one of those. I'm gonna be in a spot where if I don't get on the flight, then if it gets delayed, then I'm gonna be like, all right, I don't want to get on the flight then.
I know.
Yeah.
And then what if like the flight gets at like it's leaving at 10 p.m. and now you miss?
I think that's why ultimately I can't do it. I've like it's one of those 2 flights I've sat in the tarmac for forever.
Under 3.5 plus 100. I think this is kind of a. Islam finishes him, or like JDM really. If JDM finishes him,
well, that's what I was saying. If JDM knocks him out,
that would be insane.
That would be like
I think the
that's
crowd
his.
would erupt.
I think that's his moment. Like this is JDM's moment to go from like just a guy who won the belt to like a superstar.
I think
knock out Islam, you're a superstar.
I think the crowd's going to cheer Islam more on the walkouts and when they show him on the screen. I think like most fights with like a heavy grappler. I think they're going to start to come around on JDM round 3.
Especially if the fight starts and like JDM starts like throwing some jabs, like looks good.
Yeah.
Then he's going for a takedown. So you said he stuffs one, like, or he gets held down for a little bit and gets up. You know, like the plus 200 underdog is like doing his thing here, like against this like unbeatable Russian Khabib protege.
People start to think I'm seeing history here.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're right. That's a good call. I think people will start to rally around JDM. If he starts performing well,
yes,
stuffing takedowns, landing punches, people will get behind it, I think.
I'm excited. It's going to be a hell of a card. Do we want to put together a parlay?
Yeah.
Do we want to get nuts with it?
Let's get nuts with it.
Like, do we? Or I guess not even nuts. Like, do we do like a? I think we do. We all seem to really like Prates. I think Prates
totally.
Shevchenko.
Yeah, Shevchenko. We all really like.
Totally.
Do we do just like a Prates Shevchenko like JDM to finish it?
We could do.
Be plus 762.
The 3, like just do the last 3
of them money line.
Or do you want to put like Brady in there too, or do you not want to touch that?
I would
leave that out.
I would put Brady in there. I like him a lot in that fight.
Just do the three favorites and then a dog. And I guess they're all not like big favorites.
Yeah,
Prates is a little bit.
That'd be plus 1,300.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to have?
I was going to suggest the under in Brady-Morales.
We can do that instead if you want. Do you want to do fight doesn't go?
That's even better odds. Like
what if we do Prates fight doesn't go in Brady, then Shevchenko money line JDM to finish it.
Let's see. Fight lines. Fight doesn't go the distance. No. That would be plus 1,600 about.
I like that.
I like that.
All right.
So there you go. We'll get it up on
McCarthy.
the
pay-per-view.
DraftKings
Yeah, it would be on DK.
Yep.
It's gonna be hell of a. And then we have some interviews coming out later this week.
True. We're doing interviews tomorrow, so look out for those.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes on the social media. All right. Talk to you guys later.